Cogs specialize in bludgeoning creatures and wizards with the steam-driven hammers on top of them. When they die, they release steam damaging all who are standing close to them, including your own creatures. They originate from Pyro's factories and I believe to be spread out across Pyroborea. It's one of the first creatures you get if you choose to follow Pyro, along with the Flame Minion and the Spitfire. Its name originates from the word cogwheel, which is a reference to the mechanical nature of this creature and its way of attacking. I like this creature because of the weird design and because of its military-like way of talking.
Attack order confirmed. Malfunctioning. 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 Malfunctioning.
Your creatures are dying.
The Yeti is definitely a force to be reckoned with. If one steps too close to its large fang-like arms, they are at risk of being hit and turning to solid ice due to its frost punch ability. This freezing attack can even hit flying creatures close to the ground. The Yeti is described in-game as the spirit of the mountain and is named after the cryptozoological creature with the same name. They are indigenous to mountains and their natural prey are the frost wolves, Stratos' level 1 melee creature. They are believed to be spread out across Imperia. They possess the passive ability of lightning resistance, which works well with a lot of Stratos' lightning-based spells and creature abilities. Personally, I like the way the Yeti seems to tower above most other creatures. It just seems frightening with its ice pig arms raised in the air ready to strike at anyone who dares to attack the Yeti. I also like the fact that it's not as slow as the Jabberwocky, which makes it suitable for armies who want a pretty fast heavy hitter on their side. A Flurry is actually two creatures, an Elementalist on top of a Lummox. The way the Flurry attacks consists of the Elementalist creating a Storm Crystal for the Lummox to throw. While not particularly accurate, they can still be really annoying for enemy wizards and armies, because they implode upon impact, drawing everyone unfortunate enough to be caught in the blast closer to the point of impact. The Shrike originates from Telluria and has great control of its voice, which can knock almost anyone over. This makes them really effective at interrupting enemy wizards. They are easily killed though, but the druids have taught them the ability to cast Life Shield, which makes them much more durable in combat. Shrikes seem to have a great passion for singing and can frequently be heard practicing this when commanding them on the battlefield.
Your creatures are under attack. Your wizard is under attack. Your creatures are dying. That spell is not ready. That spell is not...
The Jabberwocky seems to be a mix of a spider and an elephant, which alone is more than enough reason to love this creature. They are also, like most of James' creatures, very robust with a huge health pool. However, they are quite slow, but sometimes speed is not of the essence, but rather a creature that can take a beating. The name Jabberwocky is a pun based on the poem The Jabberwocky and the word rocky. It's also the only creature in the game that can cause an earthquake, which both stuns and damages nearby enemies. Jabberwockies rarely speak, although they are capable of doing so. They mostly trumpet their trunks.
That spell is not ready.
Sanctu Daza Animus Nictu Dotel Carpe Nathrak.
The Locust is a flying insect that sucks the blood from its enemies, causing its own life and mana to regenerate, which is really useful for depleting the enemy wizard's mana pool. They are also the first creations made by Charnel. It may seem like a simple and boring creature, but I like it, because of its unique look and due to the fact that it fits well with everything Charnel stands for, being death and suffering. The Rhino is the ultimate creature in James's army. It has the highest health pool out of any Titan creature, but it's also the only Titan who can't fly. Still, it's easily one of the most powerful creatures in the game and can kill large armies of level 1 creatures with a single attack. Brainiacs can even hit flying creatures. In turn, this is balanced by their slow movement speed, so in order for them to be an effective tool of engaging, the wizard has to speed them up often. They are also easily disrupted in between attacks, as they take quite a while to charge their spikes. Trolls are awesome early to mid-game frontliners. This is because they constantly regenerate their health at a rapid pace compared to all other creatures. Trolls used to be a much more violent race, but Persephone granted them increased intelligence, which made them able to speak with her druids. Since then, they followed Persephone. Rumor has it that they are related to Persephone's mutants. These super geniuses have chosen to follow Stratus and use the power of their minds to knock their enemies off their feet. It is said that Brainiacs imagine a specific kind of pain that its target then feels, causing it to take damage too. The name Brainiac is a pun on the words brain and maniac. They are fast and great at interrupting enemy wizards, but Brainiacs are also easily killed and do little damage. The most intelligent Brainiac is called Sarabella. This is a truly awesome creature. I simply love its design and its deep commanding voice. The word Ent means giant in Anglo-Saxon, and it's easy to see why. It's a freaking giant green spider. They have the power to shield themselves as well as allies around them, reducing incoming damage and overall making your army much more tanky. They are slow, however, so use them strategically in order to secure victory. Ents are native to Arborea and are some of the oldest creatures in the world of sacrifice, and their origins can be traced back to a time before the gods. That's old. The oldest Ent is known as Toldor.